In Eritrea, in the Horn of Africa, just north of Ethiopia and on the Red Sea, climate change is affecting the environment in a very, very dramatic way. And Vita has introduced a fuel-efficient stove made by women themselves in their homes with the help of their neighbours from local materials, which reduces tree cutting and carbon emission by up to 3 times less than the previous traditional stove. Here we see a group of women working outside one of their homes, making their own improved stove. This stove is made from simple local materials, particularly mud and donkey manure. On the top of the picture you can see that the blocks which are being put together, which will form the overall frame within which the stove will be constructed. The actual cost of one of these stoves, including all of the parts, all of the accessories, the moulds, as well as the training of the women themselves and the transport to the sites, is about €40 for one stove. Now we're in the home itself, and the women, having made the bricks, have actually constructed the base and are now in the process of building the top of their oven. You see that there are 3 parts to this oven. One for making a kind of pancake, which is a very popular local food. This one here is for the actual baking of bread. And a third smaller one in the center, which you can just see, is for boiling water as well as boiling sauces, which will go with their pancake as well as with their bread. These bricks that we saw being made outside are now being constructed to actually form the oven itself. They're filling the cement blocks with sand to give it weight and to give it structure so that it won't easily crack. This stove has marvellous benefits for the women and their families. Instead of trudging for hours trying to get to find some wood which they then have to cut down and carry, they're able to simply cut the branches and the twigs of local trees, saving on tree cutting and saving them from back-breaking drudgery. The time saved in fetching the wood is then applied for schooling and for other housework and income generation, which makes the lives of the family so much better. Two women out of every 10 in each village get training from their women's association, and they provide the expertise for the other 8 women in their group to enable all of the 10 women to end up with an improved stove in their home. Vita's role is to procure the moulds and the accessories which enable the women to make the actual stove and to fund the training through the Women's Association for those women. And finally, what you see is a fabulous looking, high quality, high efficiency stove that enables them not only to cook their food, but equally to avoid the horrible smoke emission that causes enormous damage to their lungs and to their eyes. If you look here on the wall of this cooker, you will see a chimney, and that chimney allows the smoke to be emitted through the roof and prevent this inhalation. And a happy woman sitting smiling with her greatest asset for €40, which is to say her very own fitted kitchen, funded by Vita with the help of the people of Ireland.